Pot Twine family? It's your boy Chuco Savage, obviously. So look, I know you guys already know what you're getting yourself into because of the title. But before we get into that, let's just say shout out to everybody who's been supporting Pot Twine family. You know, we've been doing a lot. You know, it's been a minute since we uploaded a video because we've been very busy. But we're back. I got something up my sleeve, so be looking forward for that later on today. You feel me? Because it's Halloween month. Why not do Halloween tricky shit? But let's just stop talking. Let's get to the topic. So like you guys know, the reason why you guys are obviously here is because I'm going to talk about my insecurities and how I get over them. You know what? Being a person, a human being, you know, comes with having insecurities. You know, everybody has insecurities. Everybody has to deal with them. Everybody know how to deal with them. Everybody know how to get over it. So I'm going to tell you guys on how I get over mine and what's my biggest insecurities and, you know, how I deal with them. And I start my intro.
Whoa, thinking about the life that we done chose, blowing up them foes. If I call you brother, better not fall, cause I'm cold.
Alright, you guys, so let's just get into it. Hold on. Anyways, happy October. Like I said, it's October. This is my favorite month. I love to get it cracking. I love Halloween. So with that being said, Halloween is played with tricks and treats. So you know me, I got a couple of tricks and treats up my sleeve. But anyways, that's heavy on the sleeve now. Ah! But that's another story. But okay, let's start. My biggest insecurity, my biggest insecurity would have to be my neck. Now, y'all probably like, what the fuck, what's your neck? Now, a lot of people do have discoloration on any part of their body. You know, mine's happen to be on my neck, and I kind of, you know, grew up, like, at first not really knowing about it. Because, you know, nowadays in the generation, motherfuckers point out your flaw, and then that's a new flaw, you know? So, I grew up my whole life not really paying attention to my neck, you know, not really giving a fuck until one day in high school, somebody's like, oh, what's your black ass neck? And I'm just like, what? So I went home, and I think I had to be, no, this wasn't even in high school. This was middle school, you guys. I went home, and I looked at my neck in my mirror, and I happened to be like, I think it probably was like 7th or 8th grade. And, you know, I happened to look in the mirror, and I seen that my neck was like a little different color from the rest of my body. Now, if you guys can't really tell, y'all probably not gonna be able to tell because of the light. But, you know, my neck is a little darker than my face and my arms and my body, everything else, you feel me? So I kind of was like, fuck, like, oh, they just pointed out a real flaw. So what I had did to try to get over it, at first I had got a sponge. I kid you guys not, I got a sponge. You guys know the sponges that you clean your dishes with, the green side and the yellow side. I had got one of those, and it was a brand new one though. It wasn't the one that was in the dishwasher. Now don't come for me. But it was a brand new. I ended up buying one, you know, and I just was like so insecure. So like every time I would get in the shower, I would just like put like the body soap or whatever soap I was using on the green part, and I would just try to scrub my neck, you know, try to get it to go away. I was scrubbing. I didn't really see nothing different. So, you know, that was one of my biggest insecurities. I had to really realize I was scrubbing too hard because my neck was getting red. Like, I was trying to do everything to prevent people to point that at me, you know, and that was an insecurity. So I was like, fuck, this is another thing I have to deal with. So I tried to do everything possible to get the darker neck away, you know, and it didn't work until actually like a couple of years, you know. Actually till now, to be honest with you, my neck kind of has started to lighten up because I started to use products. And honestly, back then when I was younger, when I found out about it, like I said, I was only in middle school. I didn't really have money, you know. I was still in school, you know, so I wasn't gonna go to my mom, oh mom, buy me this so my neck can be, you know, my mom, any parent will look at you and tell you they love you for how you are, which is their job, and they understand, you know. I get it. But you know, some kids, you know, us kids, we do have that insecurity that we go through, and you know, it's kind of hard for our parents to figure it out, you know, so we try to deal with this. So I wasn't gonna go to my mom like, oh mom, you know, buy me some apple cider vinegar, this and this and that to clear up my neck. But so I didn't tell her, you know. I went a couple of years but just stopped. I didn't give a fuck. I stopped caring. But like about a year ago, it got brought back up to my attention by somebody. I'm like, oh my god, like, you know, it's bad enough it's one of my insecurities. I'm trying to forget about it, but somebody brings it up, it's like, there you go. So then it's in your mind. As that happened, you know, I got tired of it. I got tired of people saying, oh, you with your black ass neck, and you know, it hurted my feelings, and I got tired of that shit. So one day I just, you know, bought apple cider vinegar, and I had bought Colgate. I wasn't know what is it. I had bought baking soda, and I mixed it together with some water, and I got like a a cotton ball, and I just, you know, rub it against my neck. And oh my god, y'all, for one, if you clean your body with a cotton ball, any part of your body, you're gonna see all the dirt pick up, because it's a white ass cotton ball and you picking up dirt. So when I tell y'all I was cleaning my motherfucking neck and I'm like, oh my goodness, what the fuck, is this all the black coming off this motherfucker? I'm thinking, oh, I'm relieved. I'm gonna get in the shower, I'm gonna shower off, my shit gonna be as light as my skin is, you know. That didn't work. It happened to take, you know, it takes a couple of days, you know, you got to do it every down there other day, which I did, you know, and I eventually, and my neck was end up lighting up. It was like lighter spots right here, and it was crazy at first, but I kid you not, it pulled through to where now, you know, my neck is really on the level I want it to be. I do know that discoloration in your neck can come from what you put in your body, being in the sun a lot, not being hydrated enough, you know, all types of stuff, and not really cleaning right. Don't get it twisted, first of all, because a bit, come on now, look at me. Look at me. I wish y'all could smell me. I don't know, this is one thing I do every time I get ready to do a video. Before I do a video, I usually like jump in the shower, and I like to get glammed up, just because when you get in that shower, after that shower look, you know, that's the best look. You look alright, you look perfect and shit. So I'm like, let me get in the shower. Every time I get ready to do a video, I usually do get in the shower. So I wish y'all could smell me right now, because I'm just smelling so good. Just like give y'all all my scent. My skin is so smooth. My main thing is to always moisturize. I love moisturizing. So, you know, it kind of beat me when I'm like, how the fuck is my neck a different color from my body when I clean my body as good as I fucking can? Like, I'm scrubbing my body literally to the point to where how the fuck is my neck the only thing discoloration, you know? But eventually, like I said, it got back together. My neck ended up getting where I wanted it to be, and I'm really happy about that. And that was one of my insecurities I beat. And to this day, motherfuckers can't say nothing about me, but it's like I could help people with their, you know, problem with their neck situation. So it's like, oh, girl, you got a black neck? I got you. I know what to help you out with, you know. And plus sizer people, you know, have it too, and they feel like, oh, because I'm this and this and that. It's just literally because you gotta clean your neck really good, and you gotta watch what you put in your body, all types of shit, you feel me? So that can easily be prevented. Like I said, use baking soda and apple cider vinegar with a little bit of water and a cotton ball, and it should do you justice. My second insecurity would happen to be, and this is kind of like actually like a newer insecurity, which is stretch marks. Yes, everybody gets stretch marks. Eventually somebody doesn't, you know, everybody once in a life get their stretch marks. Some people don't get them, some people do get them, depending on, you know, how your body moves. You stretched your ass out, you feel me, you got bigger, you get stretch marks. If you lose weight, you get stretch marks. You work out, you know, you get stretch marks. So you know, everybody knows not really a way to prevent stretch marks unless you go get them lasered off. They got lotion for it, you know. I tried that shit didn't work, you know. I tried down there everything I could do with my stretch marks, you know, and I'm like, ah, let me show y'all my stretch marks. I used to, like, I never had stretch marks on my arms, ever. The main part I always had stretch marks was obviously on my ass, and I'm starting to get them on my my thighs right here, and I'm like, okay, that's just a sign that the bitch is getting a little too thick around here. But you know what? On some real shit, like, people do have to really admire the stretch marks. I do believe it's a beauty mark. At first, I still was like, oh, this shit is so annoying. Like, I would wake up every morning and I'd be like, oh, like, I wouldn't even want to wear, like, tank tops. I wouldn't want to walk around with my shirt off, because I'm like, everybody can see these stretch marks, and it's like, I don't need somebody else coming at me with something to say, because, like, that's already an insecurity. Like, leave me the fuck alone with my stretch marks. But after time flew, like I said, I end up adapting to my stretch marks. I'm like, fuck it, y'all gonna be on my body, so I might as well like y'all. So hey, now it's like I show them off. What I kind of do to like try to prevent my stretch marks is I did get lotion, the cocoa butter lotion. I forgot what that stretch mark lotion is called, but you can get it anywhere, honestly, like Walmart, Target. They have them in like all your good places, you feel me, all the good big ass bomb stores. You know, and there was once upon a time I'm like, I'm gonna go get this shit lasered off. Like, I'm not playing. I'm gonna go get these stretch marks, at least the ones on my arms, lasered off. Cause I'm like, I don't really want to cover them up with a tattoo, but it's like, fuck it. Now I think about it, it's like, I do want to cover them up with a tattoo. So that's how I would beat my insecurity on stretch marks. I would just probably get a tattoo over it, because, you know, really, like I said, I'm not gonna go out and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on lasering when, you know, each thousand is like on one fucking stretch mark. So it's like, I'm not really gonna waste my time on doing that, spending all that money on something that, you know, obviously can be covered up. And I do have plans on getting tattoos. If you guys can see, like, this is gonna be a whole sleeve. This isn't even finished. I want to get this one covered up. This definitely says my mom's name, not like that, but I want to get it covered up, and I want to get it redone. I want to put her name in a better way. Like, I mean, I love this tattoo, but I could do better, you know, so I want to cover it up. So I'm like, why not? I do want to get a tribal tattoo, so, you know, be perfect. So I'm cherishing my stretch marks while I still can see them, because in a minute them bitches finna be gone. You feel me? You know, fuck it, just get a tattoo over it, because if you ain't got the money for it, the tattoo will do you justice, because you won't see it, but it's bomb ass art. You'll still feel them, you'll still know they're there, but, you know, as long as I'm happy and I don't give a fuck, period, point blank. I think it's one of my biggest insecurities, so I'm gonna cover it up, and that's just that. My third insecurity would have to be my forehead. It would have to be my third one, because people will think, oh, why isn't that your first? Because honestly, to God, I don't give a fuck what you feel about my forehead. If you feel like, well, this is my attitude now, but then, let me tell y'all, then I didn't give a fuck. You know, then I'm like, oh my God, like, I know I got a big forehead, but fuck, like, the first time I ever cut my hair, like, completely off in high school, I was like, what did I just do? I cut it off because I think my hair was dead and I had dyed it. And I'm like, okay, I don't really know what my head shape looked like when I cut my hair off, so let me cut it off. I'm thinking I'm gonna be bomb, which, first of all, I am bomb as fuck. So I was looking bomb, but there's obviously people that got them to say, oh, your head like an egg, because my head shape is a little different, you know? So it's not really as, I guess, like everybody else's, because everybody else want to be like everybody else in this world. So, you know, my head wasn't like everybody else's. It was a different shape. So, you know, motherfuckers like, oh, egghead, yada, 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 with your... So, you know, it did get to me, and it was like, fuck, what can I do? At the time I was in high school, you know, I really didn't have a lot of money like that. You know, I was struggling with a lot of stuff, so it was like, what the fuck? I couldn't even keep a decent haircut at all, because it was like I was really hard on getting money. It wasn't like it was easy. Like I said, it wasn't easy for me to go out and get a job, otherwise I would have been got my shit. You know, it was harder for me, so I had to kind of wait on whatever I got from my mom, my auntie, etc. So it was like I would go weeks, months without having a haircut at school, and it was just like, you know, that was that. So you ain't got no hairline, your hair ain't looking right, motherfuckers are gonna make fun of you. So, you know, it standed out, and I did get made fun of for that, but I eventually grew past it, because I ended up getting a haircut, and I ended up getting waves, and I was like, hold on, my waves was nice, because I got the medium waves. So I'm like, oh, regardless of whatever waves I had, I was just obsessed. I'm like, this is bomb, and it fitted my head shape. So where I came to school, whatever, I didn't give a fuck. My head was out, my head was big, but guess what? My haircut was always clean. Motherfuckers could always say, oh, when he got his hair cut, it was always clean, because I always made sure I looked straight. My shit was bomb. But, you know, there was that side of me like, oh, my head is still big. And to this day, you know, my insecurity about my forehead still affects me, obviously. But I've grown into my head. You know, at the same time, I was more skinnier back then when I was in high school. I was literally skinny, you guys. I think I want to do a reaction video to, like, looking at all my old pictures. You know, so with that, I was just more like, oh my God, like, damn, a bitch. You know, I was already skinny, and then, like, I had a big ass head. Like, literally, my head was, like, big as fuck. And I already had a big ass forehead, and I was skinny, you guys. Like, skinny. Like, I didn't even really notice how skinny I was, and honestly, to God the truth, I thought I was thick as fuck back then too. Every skinny motherfucker think they thick, and that's what, that period, point blank. If you feel like you thick, gas yourself up, because that's what the fuck. If nobody else gonna gas you up, you can gas yourself up exactly how you know how to, and your only friend can be is yourself. And that's what I thought. Like, you know, I'm my only friend, I'm gonna gas myself up. So what if motherfuckers feel I don't look cute? I look cute. I feel like I look cute. Fuck what you feel, because you don't matter, nor do your opinion. Keep it to yourself. I'm beating that ass. That's how I felt, you know. Now, you know, so, I mean, I ended up gaining weight, which made my body kind of form into my head shape more. You know, I ended up kind of toning up a little more, you know, and I ended up obviously getting older, got a job, stayed with a haircut. My hair is always bomb right now. I mean, I got a do-rag because I didn't get a haircut, but, you know, the waves is gonna look good. But anyways, you know, so I've been like, fuck it. You feel however you want to feel about my forehead. At the end of the day, I'm making money. I'm living life. I'm in a happy loving relationship, and I'm grinding, bitch. So you can talk all you want, but bitch, everything you gotta say goes in one ear, not the other, because I don't hear it, bitch. My fourth insecurity would have to be my height. You know, when a lot of my fans see me in person, they're like, oh my god, you guys are shorter than what I thought. And I'm just like, huh. But when we went to Six Flags, I met a couple of fans, and I kid you not, y'all are tall as fuck. And y'all younger than me. Like, I'm 21 years old, and I'm beating 16-year-olds the size of motherfucking Meg Thee Stallion. Like, y'all motherfuckers is towers and shit. I'm looking like, you know, and it's really fucking embarrassing when, you know, we take a picture and it's like, oh, okay. And, you know, y'all standing up here and shit, don't know if you want to put your arm around my shoulder or on top of my motherfucking waist. I said that backwards. Don't know if you want to put your arm on my shoulder or around my motherfucking waist type shit. You know, I'm like, oh, bitch. Every fan I met is tall, you know, but besides, like, all my fans, like, a lot of my friends, you know, are tall as fuck too. So, you know, I'm like, oh my goodness. And then he's like, me and Anthony are little, and I think it's really cute though at the end of the day. Like, that's how I beat that insecurity, because I'm like, I'm fine with my height. I used to come home every day, you guys. I think after it was middle school, I came home every day out of middle school, and I would go home and I would get a glass of milk and I would eat carrots. I don't know if that's a nasty combination, but to this day I can still drink milk. But carrots, I don't know what the fuck I thought I was doing. I thought maybe I was trying to be healthy and shit, so, you know, I was fucking with the carrots. But you know me, I do not like vegetables, and that's probably the bad thing about it. But I don't like vegetables. They're just not on my level. So, you know, well, obviously they're not on my level. But yeah, you know, I would come home and drink a glass of milk every motherfucking day after school. I kid you not. My mom would be like, boy, that milk ain't water. Why you drinking it up like that? Y'all ain't gonna have nothing for y'all cereal. And I'm like, girl, let me tell you, I heard milk make your bones grow. So I'm down on that shit like 4 cups a day. You know, not like that, because I heard you can overdose off of milk, because I know it's vitamin D and shit. But anyways, I'm like, I'm drinking that motherfucking milk like it's nothing. And you know, I didn't really see progress. I'm like, okay, maybe I probably grew like an inch. And I'm like, oh my god, like, I always heard about how people get growing sprouts and shit in their legs. I ain't had that. I had one that I can remember, and that was 2014. I had one where my sister was kind of getting ready to get born. That was the only growing sprout I had. And I was like, I had to be like about 15, I think. And I'm like, okay, this shit ain't, I'm not going nowhere. I was 5'6" for about 4 years, and then I grew 1 more inch out of nowhere before I went to high school, was 5'7". And I've been 5'7" since high school, and I'm pretty sure bitch ain't getting no taller, because I'm still 5'7" now. So I'm 21, still 5'7", but you know, growing sprouts hit whenever, so you never know. I've still got growing to do. I feel I might grow a little taller, hey, but if I don't, I love the way I am, and I love the height I am, and I had to own up to that. You know, that was something that was hard to take in, as much as, you know, it was easy to say. Like, it was so much like, oh, like, ooh, like, nigga, like, this is when it was harder, you know, being around all your friends. All people play basketball, everybody was taller, so, you know, it was different. But when I grew up, I was taller than everybody. All of my friends, I was taller than everybody. As we were younger, I was a big dog. Like, everybody knew, what's your tall ass? And I felt like I was a shit. Literally everybody who I was from Sandbox and up, which Sandbox means, you know, for y'all who don't know, Sandbox means like for us who's been cool since we were little ass kids. So since Sandbox and up, everybody who I know are taller than me. From my brother to everybody are taller than me. Everybody. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Can I get some of what y'all drinking on? Can you slide a bitch something here? Like, can I get a little bit? Like, can I, did you get your knees done, nigga? What kind of Asian motherfucker are you talking to? I need to get my shit done. What's up, bitch?
Hi.
It's Hennessy, y'all. So, after that, I was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to take that shit in. I'm not gonna grow any taller. So that was one of my other insecurities. Like, fuck it. You're not gonna get tall. Suck that shit in. And to where now, I do love the way I am. I love my height. I don't care what anybody gotta say. If I'm short, so what? I love being short. I get the best air down here. Actually, no, I'm not a skyscraper. But hey, I can kick you smooth with your shit and get on. And don't get it twisted, because I'm short. Don't underestimate a bitch like me. The fuck? But that's how I got over my height insecurity. My fifth insecurity, y'all probably like, damn, this nigga got so many insecurities. I only have 5 insecurities, which is crazy, because like, why do I count them down? Whatever. My fifth insecurity would have to be my ass. Like, y'all probably like, what the fuck? Like, I would die to have it. When I was younger, you know, my mom, skinny jeans was popping back in the days around 2011 and shit. So y'all know the skinny jeans and New Boys, all was that 2011? It was back then. Whenever the New Boys, you know, came out, that's when everybody was wearing like the rock star, you know, little type fit with the glasses, with the lines through them to laugh my ass off, whatever. The black eyes, you know, all of that good, you know, the good days, the jerking days. So the skinny jeans, I had an ammo shirt, you feel me? My mom ended up buying me some skinny jeans one day, and she was just like, never mind, you can't wear those because you got too much ass. She even told me, like, I was young. She was like, sag. I'm like, Mom, and anybody who knows me, I don't like to sag because I just already know I got too much ass, so I don't be wanting all of that out. So I was like, girl, what you talking about? I'm not finna sag. And it was different because it was, everybody was like, always like, oh, you got a female body, you not a boy, this and this and that. And I kid you not, I kid you guys not, at PE I did have to hear that shit. And I would just be like, well, I mean, I'm obviously a nigga. Do you need me to whip it out? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, but as time grown, you know, I ended up kind of embracing my body more. I kind of, you know, started to say, fuck it. I still was kind of going through it in high school, too, because I was like, oh, my God. Like, I would try to wear, like, oh, my God, track season, when you know they'll let you wear the the tights. For some reason, like, we would have to just wear the tights sometimes, not the shorts. Like, the shorts would cover up the ass. So when I had to wear just the tights, for one, I'm like, first of all, I already feel a little too loose. Second of all, I was like, my ass is, you know, so that was that. And then I ended up dealing with that. So I'm like, fuck it. If I can be on a track and field and run in front of a lot of motherfuckers with my shit, fuck it. I don't care what anybody else got to say. And then crazy was when I met Ant, you know, he kind of just like, and he just embraced me. He was just like, you know what? Love your body. Like, love the shit. And at the time I was skinny. So it was like I was skinny as fuck with ass. So it was like, it didn't really look right. It was like, damn, my thighs do match now. You know, I end up making sure, like I said, I end up toning up. I end up getting fit. And I end up, you know, getting some thighs with this ass to where now everything look woo. And I really to this day want to thank my boyfriend because he's always been like, fuck it, embrace your body banging. The other day he just told me like, your figure coming back. I'm like, oh, what? Thank you, babe. I mean, it better after I'm throwing this shit back every fucking night. I better get some type of abs, you feel me? But besides all that, you know, I was like, oh, okay, thank you, babe. You know, he's always told me like, I love your butt, you know, embrace it. To where now I embrace my body and it is what it is. But I want you guys to know that if you have an insecurity, you either can do something or you can either live your life not giving a fuck about it. And I prefer you guys live your life not giving a fuck about it. But if you guys do be like, oh, matter of fact, I want to do something about it, go ahead. By all means, go ahead. It's your insecurity. Nobody else is going to understand what you go through. You can fix your insecurity before anybody else can. And that's just that. But there is people who can help you. Like, for example, my boyfriend came in my life and helped me with my insecurity. Y'all probably like, what the fuck? You know, it's my boyfriend helped me with my insecurity about my butt, you know? So anybody can help you through, anybody can help you pull through, but if your mind's not set to do it, it's no way, you know? People always like, oh, it's an insecurity, this and this and that, you can do this, but if you don't feel like you can change it, it's kind of hard. And as it being an insecurity, it's harder to get over because an insecurity seems to last forever. If you got stretch marks as your insecurity, that's on your body permanently. If you got a big head, a darker neck, darker area, anything out of shape, body this and this and that, it's gonna always be hard to get over it because it's an insecurity. Like I said, we're human beings. Everybody on this earth have insecurities. Everybody deals with them differently. Some people show them, some people don't. Some people bring them up, some people don't. So like, I want you guys to know that this, y'all, as y'all be my fans, I really want y'all to know that y'all can do it. Y'all can do it. Insecurities will not get the best of y'all. Don't let it battle y'all. Fight that shit and win that shit. You ain't even got to put up a fight with it. Win it. Because at the end of the day, own up to it. If you got stretch marks, live that shit. Love that shit. Your head big, so what? Love that shit. Somebody out there gonna love it for it. If your neck is a different color from what it is, fuck that. As long as you beautiful and you trying to change, that's all that matters. There's somebody out there for everybody. So if your insecurities got you feeling low and self-esteem, fuck that. You a bad bitch and that's that. And I'm sorry to my boys too, because I know y'all like being called a bad bitch, but y'all bad bitches too. Everybody a bad bitch. Period. Don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise. You are strong and love yourself for who you are, because this is what God puts you in, and you cannot take yourself from out of that no matter what you do. You're going to always be a bad bitch. If you get your body done, so what? You did it because you wanted to. If you get your teeth done, so what? You did it because you wanted to. If you go get your stretch marks taken off with thousands of dollars and everybody looking at you like, bitch, you spent $1,000, so fucking what? You did it because you wanted to. Period. I love y'all, dragons. I really do love y'all, and I really want y'all to understand that don't let anybody ever tell you you ain't shit and you can't do nothing, because you can. Fuck your insecurities, and that's all I gotta say. But hey, video coming tonight. I'm on some Halloween freakish shit. But I want you guys to know I love you guys, and like I said, listen to everything I said. And if you guys need anything, help, anything, y'all always know to feel free to inbox me on Instagram at _Pachuco. That's my official Instagram, my only Instagram. Feel free to mention my boyfriend as well, my baby. I miss him, but he ain't even know what's gonna happen when he gets his ass home. But that's the other story. Be looking forward for a video tonight. I love you guys, dragons. Y'all know what I say after every video. And stay strong. God bless y'all. Go.
If I call you brother, better not fall, 'cause I'm cold with this ball.